So I titled the show here, Bitcoin has no competition. And obvious one here is the dollar. That's not even an argument anymore. But then you got real estate, which I think that if you asked anybody out there, even people who are very knowledgeable in real estate, but if they also understood Bitcoin, I guarantee that they would recommend that some of that goes into Bitcoin and not all into real estate. There's a lot of people out there who don't understand Bitcoin and believe that real estate is the best place to park your cash and store your value, but they just haven't put any time into learning Bitcoin. So real estate, I think over time, as more and more people get educated on Bitcoin and realize what's going on here, I think a lot of that will flow from real estate into Bitcoin, especially like the Airbnb stuff and the inactive houses. I mean, I don't expect people to start selling the homes that they live in to buy Bitcoin. Some will, but for the most part, it'll be like inactive ones, because the Airbnb market lately, I don't think has been great. And so I think that a lot of that capital will flow into Bitcoin. So that's cash, real estate, gold. Gold's a big one. We're going to talk about that after this. And gold, to me, I think is kind of the next milestone for Bitcoin. Because I think for Bitcoin to reach gold market cap to be 1-to-1, the price of Bitcoin would be about $800,000 or $900,000. And I think that gold and Bitcoin are not even comparable myself. I think that Bitcoin is at least 10x today, maybe 100x today, more valuable than gold. So think about where that would put the price of Bitcoin today. But that's just my opinion. Obviously, the market doesn't agree with me or hasn't caught up to that yet. But the last one is that other cryptos. And I think the last time we were going through the same halving cycle in 2021, there was still a lot of people who believed that there was other cryptocurrencies that would actually compete with Bitcoin. And we just haven't seen that yet. So somebody actually left a comment on one of my videos from like 2 years ago where I said, sell Ethereum, buy Bitcoin. Might have been from like a year and a half ago. But they did the math on, they said that Ethereum since then was up 60%, and Bitcoin since that video was 400%. So I might bring that up tomorrow or sometime. I forgot to bring it up here. But anyways, this is what we're competing with in crypto land right now. So you got Bitcoin. All of these cryptos have their issues, but let's run through them. Bitcoin, the founder gone missing. Ethereum, the founder supports communism. Vitalik tweeted that last week. XRP, the team is selling billions of it every year. Yeah, that's the one thing that for me that I love, other than like the missing part of their ledger. But like XRP, the founders, they never buy XRP. They just dump it. It's all they do. They're never buying it. They're just dumping it. Next one here is the Binance coin, BNB. The founder was in prison. CZ, I think he was in prison or is in prison. I think he's out now. Solana, the founder isn't even using the chain. Dogecoin, the founder isn't even holding any Doge. And Cardano, this one made me laugh. This was the best one. The founder is arguing with bots online. If you've ever seen the founder of Cardano, he just looks like a fucking slob. That's the perfect way to describe that guy, a slob. So that's competition. Bitcoin, the founder's gone missing. That's pretty much it. But the rest of these have just kind of turned into jokes. Like they're not even trying to really compete with Bitcoin anymore. When was the last time you heard that there was a coin that's competing with Bitcoin? Caspa, maybe? Caspa had like 2 or 3 weeks of lots of bots and lots of people buying into it. But other than that, like I've already forgotten what Caspa is. So that just goes to show. I mean, there's a whole bunch of capital that will flow in from other aspects of the world. And think about the bond market too. We didn't even talk about that. Stock market, way overvalued, way over, like by, I don't know, what was the PE ratio of NVIDIA? 50? So you buy one NVIDIA share right now, it takes 50 years to pay that off. That's just how much money is trapped in that system. So Bitcoin has no competition right now, plain and simple. It has no competition at all. Hey, Crypto Princess, good morning. Can't stay, but have a great live stream, Jor. Catch up later. Thanks for popping by, Crypto Princess. Good to see you. And she says, I agree with your comments on gold. Bitcoin is far more valuable on several fronts. I did a deep dive into both and compared them. It's when you present facts objectively, it's really hard to argue with it.